dry skin is much more than just a cosmetic concern. It's a sign that your skin barrier is compromised. Moisturizing your skin is critical to preventing disease. When we think about our skin, we often think of it as a brick wall. So the bricks are what we call keratinocytes. So those are your actual skin cells. And the mortar, those are going to be the lipids, the oils, the ceramides.
They not only help to hold the cells together, but they also prevent substances from traveling through our skin.
And so that's what helps to waterproof our body and keep the good stuff in and the bad stuff out.
And that's why moisturization is so important. It helps keep that brick wall intact.
We think of moisturization as our preventative healthcare. It's really helping to fortify and optimize our systems and to help us feel and look good. There is a difference between having dry skin and having dehydrated skin. Dry skin is genetic. The amount of oil that we create, we inherit from our parents. When we think about dehydrated skin, that's the amount of water that you have in your skin. And that could be situational. You can blame your parents for your dry skin, but dehydration, that's on you. When we're looking at dry skin, we want to bring oils into the skin to help you hold in moisture. And if you're dehydrated, you really want ingredients that are going to bring in that water. Maybe you're not orally hydrated, so you're not having enough water, or high water foods. Maybe you're in an environment that has low humidity, so the little water that your skin naturally holds is now evaporating into the environment. Let's say that you've compromised your skin barrier by overwashing or using harsh products. So now your skin is no longer waterproof. So it's a little bit of what you're putting inside and what you're doing on the outside. A huge myth that we see in my office is that if you have oily skin, it can't also be dehydrated. And that's incorrect. There's totally two different pathways. I see a lot of patients that are oily and dehydrated. And I see a lot of patients that are dry but not dehydrated. So you really have to think about both of those pathways and make sure that you're tackling them appropriately. So you can do a little test. Let's say you wash your face and it feels very tight. It feels kind of coarse. It may even look red. Those are signs that you have dry skin. Now, dehydrated skin is a little different. We have something called the pinch test. So what you do is you take your skin and you pinch it. And you're going to see it doesn't really snap back. The wrinkles stay. And that's because it's lost that tension and that support that it gets from hydration. So it's not whether you need a moisturizer. Everyone needs a moisturizer. You just need the right moisturizer for you.
Moisturizers are really a combination of humectant ingredients, emollient ingredients, and occlusive ingredients. Humectants are ingredients that are going to draw moisture to the skin.
One of the classic humectants is hyaluronic acid. We often call that the miracle molecule. It's like literally putting a sponge inside of your skin. It's going to sop up and suck in all of that water in the environment to keep that skin really well hydrated.
Emollients are ingredients that are going to work to soften the skin.
So if we're looking at that brick wall that is our skin, it helps to fill in those cracks. It helps to make the skin nice and soft.
Or occlusives, which work to trap moisture in the skin.
So those are ingredients like petrolatum, which is like the gold standard occlusive. It's going to hold that water in and keep it from dissipating off into the environment. Now, most good moisturizers that you get on the market will contain all three of those elements because we want to give you that moisture, we want to lock it in, and of course, we want your skin to feel soft and look good. But you may want varying degrees of those elements.
The biggest mistake I see with skin hydration is using a product that may be too heavy or too light.
If you have drier skin, you may want to select a moisturizer that has all three key ingredients. This will often be in the form of a cream or ointment. However, if you have oilier skin, you may want to consider a moisturizer that contains less occlusives, like a lighter weight lotion or gel, so there's less chance of pores getting clogged.
So let's say that you have very dry skin and you're someone who also lives in Arizona. You're going to want that humectant. You want to bring in that moisture, but you're going to need to lock it in because that dry environment in Arizona is just going to suck the moisture out of your skin. So you want to make sure you have a really great occlusive. Let's say you're someone with oily skin and you live in Miami, right? So Miami is super duper humid. You may be able to get away with using just a humectant. You have enough oil in your skin. You're in this uber humid environment. You want something that's maybe oil-free.
Adequately moisturized skin is going to look and feel soft. It's going to feel smooth. It's not going to be too oily looking, and it's not going to be too dry and dull looking. Humectants that I love include hyaluronic acid and this new ingredient on the block called polyglutamic acid. So whereas hyaluronic acid absorbs 1,000 times its weight in water, polyglutamic acid draws in 5,000 times its weight in water.
Every day, patients come in asking me about hyaluronic acid, and it's a great ingredient for most people. But hyaluronic acid alone doesn't have those occlusive properties. Let's say you're in an environment with very low humidity, and you're only using hyaluronic acid, you can actually get drier. It's going to bring in that moisture, but there's nothing to lock it in. So we're really just assisting the environment and drying out our skin. So they want to make sure they're using their hyaluronic acid with an occlusive to really get the benefit.
Emollients that I love in skincare are things like squalane. It mimics the same type of squalane ingredient found in our skin. It's very lightweight, it's not heavy or greasy, and it does a great job of providing softening to the skin. Occlusives that are very popular, petroleum jelly, it works as this topical, almost shrink wrap effect of really just a layer that's helping to keep moisture in the skin.
Beef tallow, it's very popular. It's a little bit provocative. It kind of gives you the factor when you see it on TikTok, or at least me. It's an occlusive, so it's locking in moisture, but it's not going to give you hydration. So for it to be a proper moisturizer, you'll have to layer it with other ingredients that are going to give you those humectant qualities. If you like it, it's not dangerous. There are a lot of things that are easier to apply, smell a little bit better, are less expensive, and are also less likely to contribute to allergy, because we know that petrolatum is very, very low in terms of its allergic potential. Moisturizer should match your skin type and the weather. Oily skin, stick to lightweight gels. Dry skin needs thick creams with ingredients like ceramides. Combo skin does best with a gel cream, and if you're sensitive, look for fragrance-free formulas with calming extras like oat or centella. So pro tips for moisturizing. A, we do want to put it on slightly damp skin. We want to get that benefit of locking in that extra hydration. So you want to cleanse your skin with a cleanser that is appropriate for your skin type. We want to pat dry, because really drying it aggressively is going to disrupt your skin barrier. And on that slightly damp skin, we want to apply a healthy layer of moisturizer. So about a nickel-sized amount is sufficient for the entire face. You want to layer it in nice and even, not forgetting around the eyes. Always drag everything down to the neck, making sure we're treating that entire area in a nice, healthy layer of moisturizer.